cosmology in general, whether it is the ancient cosmology or modern cosmology, has an important role in the Islamic teaching and in the Quran. And as you perhaps know, in our modern time, William Craig, the American Dutch philosopher, has devised the so-called Kalam cosmological argument. And this argument is one important, of course, argument in expressing the view about the universe, whether there is a creator or not, whether the universe has a beginning or not. What's the relation between the beginning, having a beginning, and the necessity for the creator? This is a strong argument, and cosmology plays a very important role because it's related to our existence and even to our destiny in the end. That's why you see many verses in the Quran containing some cosmological views or terms or explanations or a sort of descriptions, you can say, even about the whole universe. The universe, for example, is expanding, and the Quran also points to this fact one way or another. But then Muslims may have different opinion about explaining or interpreting such verses. This is actually a reply to the Stephen Hawking claim in his book Grand Design, and to Lawrence Krauss in his book Something Out of Nothing, where they claim that the vacuum can produce the universe without the need for a creator. But being a specialist on this subject, I know for sure that you cannot convert vacuum, the nothing, to something without the gravitational field, or a field of force, external field of force. In this case, or in the case of the universe, it's claimed that gravity can convert vacuum, the nothing, into real existing things, which is not true. You have to have gravity, and strong gravity. So if nothing needs no creator, because nothing, gravity needs a creator, and without the gravity, you cannot have something out of nothing. A very lively example, I tackled the question of expanding universe, as you know. Customary, it is known that, or some people claim that there is no conflict between the Quran about the fate of the universe and science. Recently, as we know, in the end of the last decade of the last century, they discovered that the universe is expanding with acceleration. And this means that the universe will go on expanding forever. Plus, according to the observations of the cosmic microwave background radiation, the universe seems to be flat, geometrically, flat. And if we would adopt the Friedman solutions for the Einstein field equations, then this again means that the universe will continue expanding forever. Therefore, one may think that there is no chance for the universe to recollapse again, or to collapse again. So here instead of, just claiming that the Quran is correct without evidence, I asked one of my brilliant students to tackle this question and consider scientifically, with mathematical equations, consider a model for a flat universe, plugging in the cosmological constant. Why? Because observation is telling us that the universe is flat, yes, but there is a non-zero cosmological constant, which is not in the Friedman solution. So I plug in the cosmological constant, and we solve the Einstein field equation, and we found that there is a possibility for an expanding flat universe to recollapse. And here we resolve the problem, the conflict with the Quran. Not in a discourse, but through mathematical equations. Materialistic view has an important role to play. And materialistic causation definitely is at work. But we should differentiate between two things. Causality or causal relations and deterministic causality. What theists believe, or let us say Muslims believe, that deterministic causality might mean that there is no role for the creator, and no role for the sustainer, no role for God. Or the Muslims have objected, obviously, to this. Among them, most prominent is Al-Ghazali. But Al-Ghazali didn't refute causality or deny causality as such. He denied deterministic causality. That's to say, everything has to happen according to this or that law should happen. Once the conditions are available, then the phenomena will happen. This is not true. And modern science, quantum mechanics, agrees that this is not true. While, at the same time, causal relation has to be there. We have to have a causal relation, otherwise we cannot explain the universe.